beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to SoulSet. So we were heading our way into the library. I don't quite remember why, because this is a new recording session. This place is huge. I have the feeling that reading all of these books would be impossible in a single lifetime. Wait, the library seems to have not only spell books, but also alchemy-related books. With the right recipe, I might be able to mix up a potion that could help us getting our memories back. Oh, is he the... I mean, it would make more sense if he was the healer. Could you really do that? In theory, at least. When I investigated the cellar, I found all kinds of ingredients down there. I could try working with those. How convenient. Alright, I suppose it's worth a try. What kind of books do you need? It's hard to say. I need to look over them to be able to tell. Just give me a bit of time. It's not like we're about to go anywhere. Meanwhile, we can show you that painting. We found it wrapped up in some sheets in between one of the shelves and the wall. Now, what is so special about a painting that requires everyone's attention? Here. Ooh. A part of it seems to have been damaged by fire. One person on the picture is unrecognizable. But there's no mistake, it's a family painting, and while it's hard to tell who the people on it are, I can imagine what Yvonne and Abriz are trying to get at. It's because the woman and the girl on it are both blonde, isn't it? Think that's me? Come over here and read the description on the back. There are words written in ink on the wooden frame of the painting. Marianne Kavan or Zavon, I don't know if that's silent or not. And Miracle Blairnot, year 226. Huh. Is Blairnot your family's name? I believe it is, actually. And there's no doubt this painting needs to be related to you somehow. At first we thought it was you, then we searched over some of the books, and the latest date we found on them was year 256. So if someone painted this thing 50 years ago, it can't be me. That's a logical conclusion if this painting is at least 50 years old. However, something puzzles me. Name Marianne. Or Marianne. Marianne? Marianne? I'm gonna say Marianne. My mother's name was... or Marianne. Sorry. Or at least that's what I recall her name being. What sense does this make? Perhaps it's my grandmother. Is it common for people to name their children after their parents? Can't say I'd know. It doesn't seem like the only logical conclusion. What's more, if this painting is related to you, what would it be doing here if this mansion wasn't yours or your family's? This mansion. I won't lie, I do recall having lived in a mansion during my childhood, but from what I remember, it's been burned down. Then again, that happened when I was 14, didn't it? A couple of years could have been enough to rebuild it, at least partially, assuming I were to have the funds for it anyway. None of this makes sense to me. Nothing at all? Are you sure? You're not hiding anything from us, are you? I assure you, I am confused, as you probably are. Yeah, I can't remember anything, so why are you gonna say, are you sure? I don't know, okay? Please don't fight. The situation is difficult on all of us, Mr. Abriz. This isn't Miss Miracle's fault. We don't know that. For all we know, she might be behind the whole thing and lying to us. And for all I know, you might want to be a difficult ass who's trying to make this whole situation worse for us on purpose. What did you call me? An ass. You want to take this outside? No, we can't even step outside. Well, technically we can, right? But we can't leave the barrier or whatever. Mr. Marco, please say something to them. Watching you guys interact is a treat. But Yvonne is right. Don't end up at each other's throats because of a painting that might mean anything. Maybe we'll be able to make more sense of it later on. I have some good news at least. I managed to find the right book. You did? Yep. Now just give me some time in the dark, scary cellar and I'll fix up some wonderful potions for us. Are you sure you'll know what you're doing? This thing is written in Old Lorien, but I seem to know Lorien quite well. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Happy coincidence, isn't it? You might want to slow down with the happy part. Yeah, don't. It's not all happy go merry here now. Oh, sure. It's Shira. No, I mean, I think that's my name. I seem to have remembered it just now. Oh. Wait, seriously? Sure. Huh? Two have similar names. Kind of do, don't we? Question is, does that mean anything or is it just coincidence? Did you remember anything else along with your name, sure? I'm not sure. It's hard to explain. I suddenly had this memory of being inside of some kind of tavern. A tavern? Yes, and someone was calling me by that name, but it's all hazy, like in some kind of dream. Well, that's a good sign. Maybe we don't need any potions to get our memories back. But, oh, well, maybe, but do you really want to take your chances with that? Have you remembered anything yourself in the meantime? I haven't. Neither have I. If we have the means to do something, I say we use them, assuming these potions won't turn out to bring us more harm than good. Hey, I wouldn't let us drink anything if it would be dangerous to do so. See, that's another issue altogether. None of us here seems to be familiar with alchemy besides you. How can we be sure you're even telling the truth with these things? You can read, can't you? Do you want me to show you the book? Okay, time out. What the hell are you guys talking about? We should explain what we found in the library. Alright. Well, oh wow, Marco, you're quite close to our face. Well, if there are no more questions or complaints, I shall be on my way. Don't set the whole place on fire while I'm gone, I really hope this is going to end well. Well, it seems that nobody else is left astray in the mansion at least. So don't let that get your guard down. I'll be out in the courtyard if you need me for anything. So, does this mean we have some time to kill? It seems that way. In that case, I'll head back to the library. Maybe I'll be able to find some kind of book that could help us further somehow too. I'll go with you. I wanted to see that painting you mentioned with my own eyes. Your company will be appreciated, Miss Shira. And I'm still not going anywhere. Tough luck, Blonde. It seems that all the good places got taken. Blonde? That's my revenge for all the weird nicknames. Now, who's the one with the odd humor? How are you holding up? As good as an injured person can, I suppose. Any idea what caused that injury? Not a clue. Marco said it looked like a stab wound, though. A stab wound, huh? Meaning that someone or something needed to be responsible for it. Well, hang in there. It's not like I have much of a choice in the matter. It seems I can spend my time however I want. Marco will probably take a while to finish his work, so I should make the best of it. Do I want to go bother anyone? Oh shit, where did Marco go? I was not listening. Well, to the library is, Yvonne and Shira. Stay in the hall, we're gonna be with Sure. To the courtyard is that guy, right? Oh, I don't know where he went. I think Marco went downstairs though, so it's not one of the choice. I'll just go to the damn courtyard. Who's in the courtyard? That tall guy, right? And we've never been in the courtyard yet, so why not? Ooh, pretty. Kind of. Seems that Priest and Shira were telling the truth. There is some kind of barrier surrounding the place. What was his name? Okay, I want to see where Marco went. Don't set the whole place when I'm gone. Just so he'll be on his way. Yeah, he just said he'll be on his way, so I don't know where the hell he went. The bear gives off a weird kind of energy. I can feel my whole body vibrating under its influence. It seems to get stronger the closer I get to it, too. This needs to be some kind of spell, right? I don't seem to remember much about magic, but how powerful would a person need to be in order to cast a magical barrier of such size? Like a holy wizard? I'm able to see the outline of a few trees on the other side of the barrier, but nothing more than that. There's also a broken fountain in the middle of the courtyard. Judging by its state, it hadn't been active in years. It reminds me more of a swamp than anything else. A priest is standing by the fountain. At least I don't need to look far. You look like you haven't slept in a week. We're outside now. Want to continue where we left off? No. Did you come out here just to point that out? Yeah. No wonder you're this grumpy. My lack of sleep is hardly at fault with that. I feel like I'm used to not sleeping much. Why are you so defensive about everything then? Are you seriously asking me that? Take a look around you. You guys are taking this whole situation way too casually. Uh, do you want us to freak out or do you want us to be calm? I would rather us be calm. If it was like some situation like this, I would want to be calm. Like, let's not do anything rash. Come on. Like, no splitting up. Offering your trust to everyone without a second thought might become the death of you. But I mean, if someone wanted to kill us already, they would have already done so. We don't even know if those guys are telling the truth or not. Hell, I still think you are hiding something from us. Akumi? That would certainly explain your attitude towards me. I suppose I'll need to find a way to prove that's not the case. I sneeze. I don't really... and I sneeze again. Damn, aren't you cold out here? No, but it seems like you should go back inside. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Gotta get to know him more. Because I think I read somewhere someone was having a hard time to get Marco's route. So I'm just gonna go for a breeze. What now? Oh, wait, I get to go to all of them? No, let's go to the library. Check these girls out. Yeah, I thought it was like we're finally getting to choose our partner, but I guess not. Yvonne is sitting by the table lost in a pile of books. I don't see Shira anywhere, though. Wasn't Shira with you? Oh! I'm pretty sure she's still been here a minute ago. You haven't passed her on your way here. I haven't. Go back and look? Or stay here? Well, stay here. We'll be talking to Yvonne. Or we go back and look for Shira. I'm gonna go back and look. Be right back. I'll double check that. Alright. I'll be here if you need me. I just want to go after Marco. That's all I want. Shira doesn't seem to be in the main hall either. Is Shira here? Yes, she just went upstairs. Up the stairs, actually. How did I miss her? What the f... Oh god. The sounds these stairs make are horrible. I should keep this in mind in case I ever found the need to sneak around. What the fuck? It's actually the first time I'm upstairs. There are a bunch of doors here. I'm guessing those lead to the bedrooms. One of them is ajar. Could that be where Shira went? What is it with that picture? Oh god, these cranks. Shira? She doesn't seem to be here. Let's go check the other rooms then. I'm getting scared. Thud. Huh? I could swear that sound came from... Jesus, come on! Oh. Ow, ow! Are you okay? Yeah, I just tripped. Were you in here the whole time? Didn't you see me? She wasn't hiding from me, was she? Come to think of it, we never got to ask. Did you and Marco find anything up here in these rooms? Unless junk counts as something, then no. But aside from the burned and broken stuff, this place is pretty fancy, isn't it? I kind of wish I lived in a place like this. You mean to say that you're not used to this kind of luxury? I've no idea. If I am, I don't remember it, so I was just pointing that out. Looking at the way you dressed, you seem to fit right in. Make the best of it while you can. Then... No! I'm gonna say this, because I would think she's fancy as fuck. You flatter me. And okay, we're getting carried away here. I know how this goes. Next thing we know, it will turn out that one of us is the madman who locked us all up in here. Honestly, this is so cliche. Shira's sudden attitude changes are kind of fascinating. What do you mean? To tell you the truth, I remember having read a novel. A novel? I have no idea what its title was. The story in it, however, it was about this group of people that got kidnapped and locked away inside of a sinking ship. They needed to work together and find a way out before the time was up. Long story short, some double crossing happened along the way and people died. I'm hoping that kind of fate won't happen to us. That just reminds me of Until Dawn. Honestly, when Josh, it was his name, right, Josh? That sounds made up. What kind of books have you been reading? The kind I found interesting, most likely. Anyway, point is, just to be on the safe side, I'm not planning to trust any of you, just so we're clear on that. That includes you, Miss Sourface. I'd also appreciate if you stopped trying to stalk me. Now I feel a headache coming on. Go away. Oh, Jesus! So like such a tsundere, man. Well, that was interesting. Can I please go to Marco? Marco! There you are. Could you tell the others to gather in the library? We have things to discuss. Just when I need him, he appears in my face. Okay, so I have some bad news and bad news. Oh boy. There's always a catch somewhere, isn't there? The first bad news is that the potions have a time limit. We need to drink them in less than an hour, otherwise they'll be as good as rainwater to us. Okay. And the second bad news is a little more tricky. It seems that we need to drink them in pairs to make them work properly. Come again? Potions are designed to work from stimulating interpersonal bonds. Shared memories are what make them tick, in a sense. Now, if we were to assume that we're all total strangers, this would probably get us nowhere. But considering we need to get where we are somehow, I think it's safe to assume that we needed to stumble upon one another earlier and know one another at least a little bit, no? We probably just don't remember it, like the rest of, well, anything. In other words, first of all, we decide on 3 pairs that we're going to stick with for this experiment. I want Marco! Second, each pair was settled somewhere. It's logical to assume that drinking the potions will put us in a state of sleep, or at least near sleep, so laying down beforehand would be advised. Conveniently, there seems to be enough usable beds around here if everyone were to feel comfortable with the idea. And third of all, we drink the potions and see what happens. If we're lucky, we should be remembering things regarding ourselves and the other person we paired up with. To be completely honest, that almost sounds like a scenario to a poorly written rated M novel. Who the hell comes up with this shit? Oh, sure. I'm honestly starting to wonder what kind of places of your mind wanders to all the time. And I'm starting to wonder what kind of literature you tend to read. Piss off. Like you're one to talk. I don't want to hear that coming from someone who touches girls in their sleep. I was checking Sher's bandages. How many times do I need to... Dear gods. Alright, enough. We're in a hurry, aren't we? If we want to argue, leave it for later. Are you sure these potions are safe for us to drink, Marco? Well, safe-ish. There are a couple of possible side effects listed in the book. Oh my god. My Siri just went off. She's across the room. Hello? Hold on, I need to get my phone. This is scaring me. Okay, I got my phone. Apparently, my phone picked up me saying not sure. Well, I don't remember when I said any of those. But okay, Siri. But I need to go put it back on charger, but I'll do that after. After this episode. She freaked me out. I don't even have her like, hey Siri on. That just scared me. Nothing worse than exhaustion or nausea though. We should be fine. I swear, if this makes me puke all over the carpet. Hello? Yvonne, what happened? Gods, girl, do you want me to go completely deaf? What is? Is that a cat? No, it looks like some kind of chupacabra. Foolish mortals, I am none of those things. I am Lord Mutic. Show some respect. Okay, Mutic is a real cat. We've read that in the very beginning. Lord Mutic? Did you hit your head, child? Again? Somebody get me a knife and a bag. We've all lost our memories, including Yvonne. Is that so? Did you just summon me by mistake? I'm your summon spirit. Well, one of your summon spirits, but the others are not really worth mentioning. I count forgetting all about them as a blessing child. There's more? Wait, does this mean I'm a summoner? Or excuse for a summoner, more like. To be honest, you'd have more talent in napkin folding. Napkin folding? What? If you summon me by mistake, then you probably don't know how to send me back either. I do hope you're going to figure it out in the next hour, tops. What a bother, I'm not dealing with any of this. Good night. Huh? What are you... My lord, wait, we still have questions for you. I have questions and I don't feel like giving answers. What? If you're my summoned spirit, aren't you supposed to obey me? Am I? How bothersome. What's in it for me? I'm not in a good mood. Wow, that's harsh, man. No kidding. What did I tell you about the spark, girl? That goddamn spark. Okay, but potions though? Cycling prairie effect intensifies. She got manipulated into petting and scratching the evil beast. Hang in there, Yvonne. Okay, we're seriously starting to run out of time, and seeing that nobody really trusts anybody here quite yet, to make things fair, I propose this. We have a deck of cards that I happened to find earlier. We'll take out a king, a queen, a jack, a 10, a 9, and 8. And an 8. That's one card for each of us. Oh no, I don't like this. There we go. Whoever draws the highest card, the king, will get to decide who they want to pair up with first. That will establish the first pair. And the second highest, the queen, gets to choose next, and so on. I take it the trick here is for the cards to remain hidden until they are summoned. The person with the king isn't supposed to know what card everyone else has, right? That's right. Things would be more fair that way, don't you think? If the Apparently my coughs don't think it's fair. If the king happens to choose the person that had the queen, the person with the jack gets to choose second instead. There are 6 of us, so the remaining pair will be decided on its own after that. Fair enough. It's not that complicated, is it? Did everyone understand that? Any questions or complaints? So we'll leave it all up to Lady Luck and the whims of 2 people. Alright. Kind of a stupid way to do this, but sure, why not? I think it's a good way, otherwise we'd probably keep fighting about it. I second that. Let's do this. A priest? You guys do what you want. I'm staying out of it. I'll let you decide who pairs up with whom on your own, because I couldn't care less. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. Alright, suit yourself. I suppose the smallest card leaves the pile then. I need to get some fresh air. I'll be outside. Okay. Someone woke up the wrong side of the bed today. Or he didn't sleep at all though. Oh, and before we get started, I do hope nobody will try tampering with the cards. Yes, Shira, it's not just your imagination. I'm looking at you. Fine, my bad. You're unusually perceptive if you can't tell, though. I'll give you that. I don't think usually anybody noticed. Or you've done it before yourself. Wait, you remember doing this kind of thing? I somehow remember that I used to, yeah, though I have no idea with whom and why. I just recall the act itself. Does that mean you tend to gamble a lot? Hell if I know. Or could it be that you're familiar with illusions, maybe? Well, it's a useful skill to have regardless. As long as nobody can tell that you're trying to pull it off behind their backs, that is. That being said, I'll be keeping an eye on you from now on. Joy of joys. Alright. Ready? Do we really have to pick a card? Wait, we established a system for this, but who gets to draw first? Right. You're going to fight over this, aren't you? The potions don't have much time left. How about we decide it by age? By age. The oldest of the group will go first, and so on. That's great. Well, a priest was the oldest one, wasn't he? Or am I the oldest? I don't know. That's a great idea and all, but which person in this room does actually remember how old they are? We can base it on appearance. To me, you look the oldest, Mariko, not counting Caprice, that is. Mariko looks the youngest. Okay, fine. I'll get the remaining card. So, after Mariko, I'll say it's Yvonne, then Shira, then me. Really? It kind of makes me both happy and angry. Okay, let's roll with this. No complaints on my side either, obviously. With that kind of combination, I get to draw first, after all. Alright then, so it's Miracle, Yvonne, Shira, and Sure. I get the cards that remains. Fair enough. Well, a priest... Miracle, pick one. Shit, is it really picking? Time to choose a lucky number. Fuck, I don't wanna... I want Marco, that's the thing. So, I'm gonna try my... If I don't get Marco, I'm gonna keep going back to the save. The one in the middle. What is it? Okay, let's see. Oh, snap! Well, what do you know? I drew the king. Ooh, achievement. Long live the king. You guys can't see it, but, you know. That means I get to decide who I want to pair up with first. That makes me both happy and a little nervous. I have a tough decision to make. Wait, let me just save that. Because then I can always choose whoever. When I play on my own. Who do I want to trust my back with the most? Does everyone know what card they drew? I am so happy. Well then let the king speak up. King here reporting for duty. Guess Lady Luck is on your side today, huh? It's Miracle's first choice then. I'd tell you to think about it, but we're short on time. Besides, I bet you already have someone in mind, don't you? Who would you like to pair up with? I want to pair up with Marco. The fuck kind of question is that? I like to pair up with you, Marco. Me? That's what I said. Any complaints? I didn't expect that. Really? Were you hoping to end up with someone else? I could reconsider. No, it's fine. I'm just a little surprised, that's all. Anyway, who has the queen? I do. Vaughn, who do you want to pair up with? I would like to pair up with Mr. Priest, if that's alright with everyone. For real? Wow, I didn't see that one coming. I was almost sure I'd be the one stuck with Mr. Grumpy Pants, since I got the bloody 9. Well, that leaves you and me. I would pair it with you over a Priest any day, no offense to anyone. Still, don't expect this to be some kind of joyride. I'll deal. Alright, so it's Miracle and I, Yvonne with the Priest, and Sharon with Shira. We're running out of time, so let's all take the potions and follow the plan. We'll see each other in a bit. How long are we gonna be out? A few hours at most, I'd presume. Presume? So you don't know. The recipe wasn't very specific about it. It's getting more and more shady by the minute. They're safe to drink, I can assure you for that. Are they? Okay, listen. I'm just trying to get my memories back. It unnerves me that I can't remember anything myself. I offered you all the chance to join me in on this plan from the goodness of my heart. It's up to you if you want to trust me or not. To be frank, I don't really care what you decide to do. So if you excuse me, I like to drink these before they turn bad. Come on, Marco. I'm coming. Ooh. Marco has like a little feistiness in him. I really do not like this picture. Look at that smile. That's so creepy. Ugh. Ooh, such a cute room. This was my room, wasn't it? Is this the room we're staying in? That was quite the comeback. She's been getting on my nerves. I suppose nobody can blame her for being paranoid, considering. Are you nervous as well? I think it's normal to be a little nervous. Yeah, I'd even worry about you just in case you weren't. Oh, you're so stinking cute! Before we get to drink these, can I ask you something? Sure. Why did you decide to pair up with me exactly? You seem like the most trustworthy of the group. You seem like the most suspicious of the group. Who knows, maybe you're my type. Well, honestly, that's how I feel though. And I do trust him because he called out to us when we were all dazed. Should I be like obnoxious and say maybe you're my type? Or because you're more trustworthy? Who knows, maybe you're my type. Am I? Are you into younger guys, Mariko? Would it freak you out if I was? Well, honestly, I would like games where I'm the younger one and the boy is the older one, or we're both the same age. But you know, I didn't know my character was this old. Hardly. If anything, I find the idea entertaining. Besides, anyone complaining about being paired up with a good-looking gal like yourself would have to be an idiot. Aren't you the charmer? Roses have thorns, you know. Don't worry, I'm not the type to judge a book by its cover. And neither should you. Pretty, innocent young boys might get you into all kinds of trouble, you know. Is that a warning? Wait, did you just call yourself pretty? Come on, let's drink these potions before they go bad. I'm kind of happy I went with the cocky answer, honestly. You won't mind if I lay next to you on the bed, will you? As long as the pretty boy behaves and doesn't try any funny business. Are you sure you want me to make those kinds of promises? They're so stinking cute. He's so cute. I wish we weren't so freaking old, though. Well then, cheers. Wait! 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 You guys are gonna see this in the next episode. This is actually quite entertaining. I really like this game so far. You guys should totally get this yourself. Because I'm only going to play through Marco's route. I'm sorry if you guys wanted to see the other guys or girls. But I'm just going to go with Marco. Hopefully this was not a bad choice. Because Marco's, it's so stinking cute. I love the way he talks and all. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.